Hey, how are you? Welcome to Facebook Live Friday night. Here we are at the end of February. And February is always kind of a month that I'm okay letting go and not wanting to rush life away, but I'm ready for some more sun, some more warmer temperatures. How are you? How are you doing? How do you find yourself tonight? We're going to talk about, is it time to start dreaming again tonight? So I hope you'll join us. I do hope that you will send in some comments, ask some questions, send me a text. Let me know where you're at and what you would like to talk about tonight. I did put that out there. So I'd love to know what topic is on your mind and heart that we could address, because there are so many directions that you can go with when you speak of divorce, because it impacts us in so many profound ways. Of course, there's relationships, there's former relationships, there's building that new life, there's the workplace. Did you know that it cost an employer the average of $8,300 in lost time and lost productivity when an employee goes through divorce? That research shows it takes 3 to 5 years to get back to a place to where you were performing in the same manner in which you were prior to the divorce. So there's a lot to it. It branches out in so many different ways. So I'm checking up here for any comments, any questions that come in. Would love to have you ask a question, send me a text, let me know that you are out there. Few announcements I want to make tonight. Well, let's start with the first one coming up, March 18th. How not to screw up your kids going through divorce. Let me show you just this little, you'll see this out and about because I am beginning the promotion of this event. Super excited about it. I have incredible experts that are coming and joining us that evening. I have Leslie Vernick. If you're not familiar with Leslie Vernick, you should be, because she's an incredible speaker, very amazing author and counselor, helps women come out of and men, but she focuses primarily on women coming out of destructive marriages. So that is something you want to hear what she has to say. Dr. Kathy Cook, who is a specialist on children and education, and she's going to talk to us about 5 to Thrive, how we can help our kids thrive through this. And also Laura Pretherbridge, which I'm sure you're familiar with if you've been in the divorce world for a while. She's going to talk about cautions of bringing new relationships, new people into your children's lives. Important stuff. So impressed with the interviews that I have completed so far. I've got a couple more to go, and then I'm going to start organizing it and getting it ready for March 18th. It is a live event, So if you're in the Grand Rapids area, come and join us. You do receive a free copy of my book, 30 Days Toward Healing After Divorce. I just changed the title. I think 30 Days of Healing After Divorce. So that, which is not even off the press yet, is going to, if you're one of the first 50, you receive a free copy of that. So would love to have you there in person. If not, it will be simulcast. So anywhere in the world, you can join and jump in and hear these experts and what they have to say to help us and give us tools to help our kids as we go through and they go through the trauma of divorce. Comment. Oh, I know, Karen, really true. It can impact our relationships with our children profoundly. And so that takes some restoration, and we have to find our way and navigate our way to create that new normal. So an important topic. And I would love to see you in person if you're in the Grand Rapids area. If not, simulcast, it will be out there for you to watch in the comfort of your own home, and you'll get all the benefits of the evening. So that's March 18th. Put it on your calendar, and it's on this Facebook page and on the group page and the group. I've posted information to connect. Register for it. You don't have to register, but when you do, that'll allow you to get a reminder and help you remember to join us on March 18th. So then we have March 31st, the next virtual group begins. So if you are interested in getting that support, getting intentional about your healing, let's do it. March 31st, the next group. April 20th, in person, the next in-person support group, Keystone Community Church, Ada, Michigan, will be forming April 20th. Put that on your calendar. Connect with me for a registration form. So, I love this. Garrett, she's a new mama, so she's starting to learn herself. Boy, the world changes when you become a mom, doesn't it? And your perspective changes, and yeah, you certainly learn a lot. So I've shared all those announcements. So what I want to talk about tonight is, do you dare dream again? And for those of you who want to poo-poo and think, oh, dream again, come on, let's get real, let's get serious. I'm a firm believer that we need dreams. We need dreams and goals to pursue. Scriptures say without a vision, people perish. They are what keep us going and give us a fulfillment of life. So you may have been through this divorce process, you've done the grieving, you've been working on your healing, and it comes a time, and that's where we're at with our support group right now that I'm currently leading, when you need to start looking ahead and stop looking backward. And I hope that you're there. I hope that you are in this journey to the point to where you can start planning and structuring and redesigning and building your new life. I wish that for you, because it is a time when you know you've done your work. Now, what do I want? What do I want the rest of my story to look like? I know I have shared with you this lifeline of looking at your lifeline and seeing the rest of your story there. And that is yet to be written. So when you dream, when you take the time to be intentional, when you take the time to dream, then you can get excited about your life and your future. So let's talk about it. Is it time for you? Is it time for you to dream again, to begin looking forward, to plot, to plan, to take the risk necessary to create this beautiful life? Now, when we are in the support group, we come, there's a couple different points where we have this, but in the 10-week, in the initial 10 weeks when we're together, we have a time that's called the date on the calendar. which is vitally important, because what you're instructed to do is you are instructed, just whipped my glasses off the counter. You're instructed to take time away, to get off the grid, to turn off your cell phone, your computer, to go and sit somewhere that is relaxed and comfortable for you. Now, if it's in a warm climate or in the summertime in Michigan, you could do it on a beach shore. You could allow yourself just to relax and hear the waves and give yourself opportunity to really focus and to ask yourself the questions. In the workbook, there are many questions to guide you. In this book, there are many questions to guide you. So you get off the grid. You take time. I always encourage a minimum of 3 hours. And you say, 3 hours? Seriously? You could do it all day and not exhaust the potential of the date on the calendar. But you are going to sit down and you're going to go through your questions. If you are in this section where you're building your future, you're going to be working toward a new life declaration. And you're going to use the different weeks to guide you into doing that. If you're in the workbook, then you're going to take the workbook and you're going to sit down and you're going to look through the journaling, the answer to the questions that you have stated. And you're going to ask yourself the question, what do I want with the rest of my life? You have to be intentional. You have to focus and have a plan, because if you don't, other people have an agenda for you. But it may not be what is best for you, and it may not be what God has planned for you. So I'm going to encourage you, whether you have these books or don't have these books, but I want you to go without any structure, or you'll just kind of flounder around. But if you don't have the books and you do want to take the date on the calendar, then go and sit in a relaxed space, an undistracted space, to ask yourself the question, what is really important to me? What do I want to go after? What do I want the rest of my story to look like? I don't have time to waste. Many of you have spent months, possibly years, using your energy toward a negative relationship. And now is the time when you are able to sit down and discover what it is that you want. And Karen, I appreciate that. You were irritated by the questions. Fair enough, because they're pretty honest and they're pretty direct. And sometimes we're not ready to answer them. And that's okay. That's okay. But they are questions that have to be asked, that we have to respond to, so we can get a plan for our future life. I hope that you will take the time to separate yourself and to really think about the dreams. What are those dreams? Some of you will have to go back to high school or college to remember them. But our dreams are important because they inspire us and they move us forward. So take the time. I hope for you that it is time to dream again, to ask those questions. What do I want to do with the rest of my life and the rest of my story?